What's up? It's your man Jimmy Chan. All right, so what we have here is a student is studying. A student scores a 56 on geography test and 264 on the math test. Okay, the geography test has a mean of 80 and a standard deviation of 20. The math test has a mean and standard deviation, mean of 300 and a standard deviation of 24. All right, so it says if the data of both tests are normally distributed, on which test did the student score better on? All right, so let's go ahead and find the z-score for the geometry test, which is the z-score for the 56, okay? So that is going to equal to the 56 minus the mean, which is 80, divided by the standard deviation, which is 20. Okay, let's see what that gives me. So I have 56 minus 80 divided by 20. Awesome. This is equaling to negative 1.2. Let's now find the z-score for the math, which is 264. Well, that's going to equal to the 264 minus the mean, which is 300, divided by 24. All right, let's see what that equals to. 264 minus 300 divided by 24, and I get a negative 1.5. Okay, so if we were to look at a normal distribution curve, okay, what we see is that negative 1.5 is somewhere here. Okay, so this is negative 1.5, and here we have negative 1.2. Put it down a little bit lower, negative 1.2. Okay, so the question is, which one is better? Well, if you look at this, as we go down further in the negatives, that means we have lower and lower scores, because if the 0 is my mean and I subtract 1 standard deviation, subtract 2 standard deviations, subtract 3 standard deviations, I'm getting a lower and lower score rather than going on to the positives, right? Which would be higher scores. So which one do we do better? Well, since the negative 1.2 is higher scored than the negative 1.5, or you can also look at percentiles, right? If you look at percentiles, negative 1.5 is approximately 6.68%, right? So that means at negative 1.5 of a z-score, you only scored better than 6.68% of the population, while in negative 1.2, you scored better than 11.51 of the population. So therefore, the geometry test was better. Better on geo test. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be choice A. And I hope that helps. Any questions? Let me know. See ya.